Hey planner babes, it's Mandy from Create with Mandy, and I'm going to show you today how I edit and get my photos printed for my memory planner. So if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, go ahead and do that so that way you can see all my future videos as well, and I'd really appreciate it. So let's go ahead and get started. So this is my memory planner. You guys have seen it before. Here's just a random week that just happened to open up. You can see my photos here. And they fit pretty perfectly in these boxes. You can see there's a little space here and here, right there, and then sometimes I layer them if I like. There's some on that spread, and again, here's more. So a lot of people ask how I get my photos printed, right? So that seems to be like a pretty common thing across the planner community, since I like to do my memory planner, which I do need to catch up on, by the way. So I am going to show you how I do that. So first things first, you take your pictures normally. I usually don't even like edit them like with filters or anything, just because I feel like that would take more time. But you know, if that's you, go for it, because then you'll have pretty pictures in your planner. So the next step after you have your photos is to arrange them on a Collage app. So I guess if you print your photos at home, you might do this a little differently, but I get my photos printed at Walgreens. I think that's the best option for me. And I'll go into that in a little bit. But I do have to arrange them in a collage to get them printed because they're so small, right? They're 2x3 to fit in the pages of a big happy planner. So I just have this random collage app. I think it's just called Pick Collage. Just search that in the App Store. And honestly, any of them would work. This is just the one that I chose, but you should be able to do basically the same thing in any of them. So obviously I'm in the app. I'm gonna click on Collage. I want 4 photos on one thing, and so it's obviously a square right now. And the basic photo size to get printed at Walgreens is like a 4x6. You can get other sizes like a 4x4, and then it would be a square, but it's more expensive than a 4x6 because that's like the standard size. So the first thing you're gonna do is go down here to Canvas, and you can pick the canvas of how big you want it. So 1x1, 4x5, IG story, Facebook cover photo size, but instead here's 4 to 6. So that ratio, 4x6. And so there we go. Now we have our 4x6. And then it's pretty simple. You're just going to pick your photos. Let's see, this is my iPad, so I do a lot of my marketing photos on here, but let's just pick these random 4. Save. So I've got them all there. You can adjust as well. So, you know, these photos were taken in square format on my phone, but you could adjust and stuff like that. You know, you can edit all this stuff. I usually don't do that. The only thing I might do is I'll click on a photo and I'll edit, and then I will change the orientation, and that's about it. But you can do all sorts of things in here, but this is just the basic thing, right? Like you can do all of these different things, but anyway, I usually keep it simple, have my photo, save. There are some ads sometimes because it's a free app, and then click there, save as a photo, and it's done. And so once I go from there, I basically go ahead into the Walgreens app. Unfortunately, I don't have that on my iPad. But what I do it on my phone normally because that's where I take my photos, not usually with my iPad. So I will then go into the Walgreens app, upload them to the app in the photo section, and then always use a coupon code. So you gotta use a coupon code, you guys, because just look it up right before you want to check out. Just Google search Walgreens photo coupon. I found one just the other day, and it was for 50% off. So it was YOUR 50, and that gave me 50% off. And all you gotta do is Google search it, and you're guaranteed to find one. Sometimes I don't find a 50, but I feel like you're guaranteed to find a 40 at least. So I did that the other day. I think I had like 38 or 40 prints. So here they are. Don't want to show my information, but I went and picked them up at Walgreens. It takes less than an hour, and I have all my photos here. And so I have my perfectly sized photos, right? So, oh, and then sometimes I do a double for ones that I like really like, or if I want to make a special thing, like here's me and my mom in the pool, or if I want to make like a card or something, I will do that. And then you just pick the different, instead of picking 4 photos, you pick 2 in the app, but it's still at a 4:6 ratio. And so that way they're 3:4 each. And so that is how those work. But I usually don't do that. This will be like for a card, or maybe in like the currently section, or maybe it's just a big event and I want a big picture in my weekly. But what I normally do is 4 photos to a 4:6. And so basically that is it. So this cost $7 for all of these photos. It's going to be like over 100 because there's 40 sheets times 4 photos. Anyway, I'm not good at quick math. You know what I mean, you guys. So basically from there, you can just easily grab out your scissors, start cutting. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one out. And instead of actually using scissors, I'm gonna bring my paper trimmer up on the desk and finish the rest of these. I think it'll go quicker, maybe a little bit more accurate than scissors. But anyway, so here's my photo. Let me go and show you. This was like around the 4th of July, remember? How it fits in my planner. So here, let's just put it right in the middle here. So here you go. I'm gonna have it lined up to the bottom. So you have this little gap at the top, but on the sides, it's like pretty perfect. It's not 100% perfect, but I mean, just look for yourselves, and this is how it's gonna come out. I usually don't mind that little gap because, I don't know, I think it's just so convenient to have them printed at Walmart, and if they don't fit like just perfectly, then that's okay with me. Sometimes I like to go over top of the lines if I have a couple different photos or something, and do like some layering like that or whatever, and so that doesn't always bother me. Now, let me go grab my Kodak Smile printer and I'll show you how those would fit. So here's the Kodak Smile printer. I think I have some photos already printed out. I do. So here's one of Honey that I have printed out, and let's go ahead and see how that fits in the box. Looks like the same exact thing is happening. Same size, 2x3. So these boxes in the big planner must be a little bit taller than we expected. So that is that. The Kodak Smile printer I think is great if you need a photo right away. You don't want to wait and go pick them up at Walgreens. The thing is that they're a little more pricey. I forget exactly how much, but I got $7 for like over 100 of these, and I think it's like $15 for like 20 or 30 of these. Oh, I should have really researched that before I started recording. But anyway, it's just much cheaper to get them here. Plus the quality is a little better at Walgreens. So anyway, convenience is what you want this for. So that is how I do the photos. Now, one more thing that I was thinking of as I was going through here is once I have all of my photos cut out from the sheet, right? What I will do is go in my phone, go back to that photo, find the date, and write it on the back with just a pen. Doesn't matter. And so that way I have the date on each photo too. And so that way when I'm ready to go memory plan and put it in my planner, then the date is on it. I know which day it goes on, and then I can even separate and put my photos into little piles of this is the first week of July, second week of July, and so on. So that is how I organize them and everything. So I'm pretty sure I've covered all my bases. So this is how I get my photos printed at Walgreens, how I cut them out, I date them after, and then of course I go in and put them in and do some journaling and stuff. And so I guess the last thing I could say is that I adhere them with this Tombow Mono permanent adhesive. This is the permanent one. This thing works great. So I just do just unroll it on the back of the photo, stick it down, and I've never had a problem with any of them coming up. So it's really great. It's a little more expensive than like a typical glue stick, but it definitely sticks way better than a glue stick. And I do have this linked below if you want to check it out or check on the price or whatever. And the other great thing is that they come with refills. So you buy the whole thing once, and then this part, and then you get this refill. So you can buy a pack of 3 refills, and then you can buy your first one. And so I love that because even though it's made of plastic and I'm very eco-conscious and try to reduce my plastic waste, I think it's great that you can just buy the refills. Like, it's a step in the right direction, although you are wasting and disposing of plastic. It's really good. Anyway, so that is my whole process of printing photos for my memory planner. So let me know down below if I forgot anything and you have any questions. I will 100% get back to you because I always answer all my comments. So let me know if there's anything I missed in this video, but I'm pretty sure I covered everything. So thanks so much for watching. Again, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.